Taylor beginning to shake his head a little bit. Maybe more in disbelief
to throw.
At the onslaught that he's had to face, rather than his own game. I think he can be reasonably satisfied with his own game, but when you're playing Taylor in this sort of mood, and is he rarely in any other, then it really is a tall order.
$26.
We started off saying that all Della had to do was play the board, John Gwynn. We said he had not to think who he was playing, but it's very hard when
180
is behind you.
Well, he even looks like the great Suprendo, and I'll tell you what, Sid, they're certainly magic darts.
100.
I did say, Sid, Taylor almost certainly creeping towards the 100 mark. He's going to get there. That average really has gone up by something like 10 points since that first set when he lost to Della 3-1. Really has picked it up. But Della's game has never dropped around the 86. That's respectability. But against Taylor, what else can you do?
Yes, we don't need Mystic Maggie to come down and look in the globe that is the World Trophy to see whose face is inside, maybe in the mist. Could well be Taylor's. He wants 60. Double 4 to continue the pain.
Yes,
right in
shot
the middle.
The first leg, Phil Taylor. Second leg, Keith to throw first.
Well, if anyone saw quiet confidence, it was Taylor there. Just went up, picked up his drink, had a quick look out into the audience.
180.
So Phil gives him an old-fashioned look, saying, "Get off that hockey, mate. It's my turn now."
These are the
surely
moments.
Not. Back to back, they faced each other.
140.
Taylor actually is now in the mood. His bottle's gone, says Eric Bristow in our ears. He only got a 140.
Well, he plays you, pal. No, my money will be on Eric.
140.
Well, of course, Eric does beat the winner of this match in the semi-final. Should he beat Alan Warner tonight? That's going to be a cracker. Starts at 7.
100.
Yes, we've got the 5 times world champion in our headphones doing the spotting for the Sky crew. And
125. Thank you, gentlemen, please.
Yeah, we call him Whispering Eric.
Deller in with a great chance here of levelling up the set.
91. Katie require 56.
16 coming in. Top C ones.
Yes,
good leg, good leg. Where it's due. And I don't think there's a dart player in Christendom who wouldn't say Taylor would be a match for anyone today.
Being played in good spirit.
140.
Yeah, just glancing off the other darts, the third one of Taylor's. Otherwise, we'd have 1 or 2 more maximums than we've seen.
140.
He's keeping it going, Della. That 4-1 really doesn't do justice to Della's performance today, but it certainly does to that 59. Of the number 2 seed. Just going up now towards that 100. He's maybe going a foot back, but a couple of feet forward next time with a 140 perhaps. Della did say that he'd have to average 100 and to win this game. Well, he's somewhere around the 90 mark now, and the score speaks for itself.
Blocks the bed. Cover shot, a glay.
42.
Well, Taylor wanted 202 about 3 legs ago, sometime in the last set, and got the 3 of these.
Double 11, he said. Oh, this
180.
is incredible. It's the nearest cleverest thing to mind over matter you'll ever see.
And for the first time in this match, Taylor has gone above 100 average. And I think he can climb further yet. Double 11 weights.
22.
He's taking the mickey out of us now, double 8.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
going shot on the third
He can
leg.
do this standing
Phil
on
Taylor.
one leg in a hammock. Oh, it is looking so easy. But it is the fruit of
Fourth
talent and
leg,
practice.
Keith to throw first. .44.
Well, that if he'd have hit the double 11 instead of going 6 double 8, he'd have probably been still above a 100 average. Not that Phil Taylor be concerned about that.
58.
He's thinking about good lies, better lies, and damn statistics. Della trying, might and main, to get some sustained accuracy on the 60. But this man, for my money, and I'm fairly close to me, Lugul, the greatest player that's ever drawn breath or tickled tungsten, Philip Taylor.
100.
Well, I'd have loved to have seen the two, both in their prime, match each other, Sid. I think they'd have brought the best, or even more out of each, other than they've already attained.
100.
Yep, two cockbirds, as we say in Geordieland, strutting their stuff. We'll see Eric at 7 o'clock tonight. But just look at this
100.
performance by Taylor.
Joe Louis, Muhammad Ali in the same ring. It'll never happen, but my, what a thought.
Absolutely.
99.
Michael Hulden, Bullen at Len Hutton, in our other sport, Jim.
Well, 45
99.
was Taylor's deficit in this leg before that, but Della not out of this leg. Can level up at 2-all if he can get a score here. Taylor's not certain to get 144.
98.
There's a good chance he might.
Do we require 144?
2 treble 20s and double 12. Well, Della will come back for 100. He's in mean mood, you know. Even that he's annoyed at missing. 77, well, 67 left, treble 17's the shot. 50 when he
94.
goes. Can Della deny him?
Keith to require 100.
This to save the match.
So he needed treble 20 there, and I think that dart
So
tells you that
50.
Keith Della's resigned to his fate. 32 for the match.
Yes,
Phil
going
Taylor
shot.
beats
And
Keith
the match to
Della by
Phil
5
Taylor.
sets to 1. Sounds like a hammer-in. It certainly was a Taylor vintage performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget, please,
Della,
fine
nothing
champion
to be
Keith Della.
ashamed of.
Yes.
Waddell.
As Mrs.
winner.
Wells said at the font,
But the winner
awesome,
moving into
awesome power
tomorrow's
from the
semi-final,
power.
reigning world champion,
Tremble
the
amongst
power,
you lads.
Phil Taylor.
He is in devastating form, wins 5-1. Up to the break, folks. Jeff Stelling will be getting the A to Z of that performance from the power. It'll be fascinating. He had a slick first set, and then he blitzed Keith Della. Don't miss the interview after the break.
World Darts Championship, the field has been reduced now to 6 potential winners. 2 semi-finalists, we know that already, and 4 in the quarter-finals. Let's just confirm the results that we have so far for you. 2 matches played this afternoon, 2 more still to come, of course. And there we are, Peter Everson beating Jamie Harvey. A real battle of contrition, that one. Jamie in front at stages, but Peter Everson coming back to win by 5-3 after that battle of attrition in the opening match. And then Phil Taylor producing a magical performance. Keith Deller played well enough, but he couldn't live with Phil Taylor in the sort of form which has made him the world champion for the past 2 years, 4 times in all, and possibly, very possibly, will make him world champion for a 5th time. Warrener against Bristow this evening, and Phil Taylor will play the winner of that match. 16 140s, 9 maximums. Phil's with me now. Congratulations, Phil.
Thank you, Jeff.
The average was only just 3-dart average, just below 100. And you looked like you were really enjoying yourself.
It was a good game. Keith kicked in brilliant. He did, honestly. He took the first set and I thought, hello. You know, because Keith's a better... I mean, I don't think the score justifies what the game was like, you know. Keith played well. And every time he left a shot, I kept thinking, you better finish this, because Keith's on 100 and he was finishing, you know. So he put me under pressure all the time.
But you, after the first set in particular, when you kicked into gear, you must have been delighted with the way you played.
I was chuffed to bits. I kept getting above the wire at first, and then I kept thinking, so as your arm gets tired, it starts coming down, but it wouldn't get tired. So yeah, I'm pleased. I'm chuffed to bits. I've been ever so nervous this last 2 or 3 months, I must admit. I mean, I've been winning tournaments, but I've been nervous as anything. Not sleeping and.
Seems to be when it comes to the big occasion, though, Phil, really it lifts your game so much.
I think that's just something in you. I mean, that's what makes a world champion, I think. That's what made John Lowe world champion, that made Eric Bristow world champion. It's just that extra little kick when you need it, and you know, and that's all the difference between us. That's all there is. You know, between Keith and myself, there's not a lot. A couple of darts, that's all.
Yeah. You battered him into submission, really. He looked pretty despondent by the last set or two.
He didn't give in, though, did he? I mean, 180, 140, I thought, oh no. You know, I thought he was going to go to 3-2 with that last set. And I nicked the fourth leg, make it 3-1.
Getting closer and closer, isn't it, to a match against Eric Bristow? What a contest that would be.
I'd love him to be in the semi-final with me. I wish he was in the final with me, don't get me wrong. I mean, if I don't win the tournament, I hope that Dennis Priestley or Eric wins it. That's the truth. I like Big Cliff do well, and John Lowe as well. You know. Can
Eric beat Alan Warrener?
Can he beat him? He's full of confidence. He's full of beans. I don't know what he has for his breakfast, but he's full of it, honestly. And if it goes by up here, Eric will win. Whether he can do it in here, I don't know. I mean, my heart's with him. He always will be. And my head tonight, it's even. I wouldn't bet on either one. Alan's a good player, so was Eric on his day.
Smashing. Well, we're looking forward to it tonight. Congratulations, Phil.
Thanks,
through to
Jeff.
the semi-finals.
Thank you.
Now then, talking of men through to the semi-finals, Dennis Priestley will be hoping to be through a little later.